All right, it's the Brute and the Fruit with commentary.
Companion audio commentaries, I think what we're going to call this series.
Companion audio commentary. Companion audio commentary. That's hard for me to say.
But it sounds professional. It's like a very wordy Vince McMahon kind of like, instead of just saying a watch along, it's instead of saying a title shot, it's the championship opportunity, the medical facility.
It's more corporate sounding.
Yeah. And it also, I think, perfectly describes what this is. Essentially what we're going to start doing here, and I mentioned on the main feed, is we're going to start doing these companion audio commentaries that are like the old DVD commentaries that would be along when you'd buy a DVD and you'd have the director commentary or the actors were there on commentary, and you'd watch along with them over the audio track. So this essentially is just a separate file that you could play on your headphones or over your stereo or whatever while you're watching this movie if you want to. Or you can just listen to it like a fucking podcast. I really don't care.
Yeah.
But just be aware that there might be a decent amount of dead air at times because this is meant to be watched along for the movie. But the concept came, as we explained on the main feed, not to be redundant, the concept came just from our own life sitting around, and we crack a lot of jokes when we watch movies and TV shows, and we felt like there was content that was being totally wasted.
Yeah, every time we watch a movie that we've already seen, so that we're not so worried about being super focused on it, we always manage to come up with some pretty ridiculous.
Or if it's even a movie that we haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like with this movie, we've seen it before. And it's a good movie, but it's also, there is some stuff that we could definitely comment and talk about during this film. So anyways, not every commentary is going to have such a long intro in the beginning, but let's break it down. You've seen it before. I've seen it before. We're going to assume the listener has seen this before. And if you haven't seen it before and you're just listening, we're telling you now, infinite spoiler alert. Like these shows, it's spoiler alert infinity.
Yes, and they'll probably happen very soon.
Yeah, and we'll,
I went into this movie totally blind when I first watched it.
That's why you like to go. You like to go through that, yeah.
Yeah, I had no clue what this movie was even about. I know it had Toni Collette, who's one of my favorite actresses because she's fantastic in everything she does.
Yeah, she is good in everything.
Yeah. Spoiler alert: she does not win. She doesn't win. She doesn't even get nominated for Best Actress in this movie.
Which is a shock.
Which is an assault.
Like if Rami Malek gets nominated and wins for his Freddie Mercury performance, Toni Collette should have got this award like twice over. Like she should have won it one year, and then the next year they should have been like, you know what? There was no one else that even lives up to last year's performance, so we're just going to give it to Toni Collette again.
Or at least along with the Oscar that she wins, that she should have won, also receive a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Right. Perfect. Okay, so we're watching this on a Blu-ray. I don't know how this is going to line up with everyone on Amazon Prime, because I think that's where they have it currently. But we're going to hit play on the film, and we're going to get to a spot where we can pause and then get everyone on board. I'm excited. This is going to be a fun adventure. So this is like episode 1. We've done commentaries for stuff before, but I feel like this is like episode 1.
Yeah, this is the first time we've done a movie.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. I have it muted right now, so we got to make sure to unmute for our sake. I also have a fan going. It's starting to get warm, so if that's annoying you in the background, we're going to work out the bugs, but
yeah, this will be a bug-filled.
But that's the charm of our shit, There's no Tim. We're flying off the seat of our pants.
Yeah,
right
we're
now.
Timless. I feel a little naked without Tim.
Yeah, so the A24 just came across the screen. Now it's the
little splashy
Palm Star logo. So I'm assuming these are going to be on the Amazon stream. So let's find a spot to pause here.
All right.
Okay. Oh, shit. Hold on. Pause. Give me a display here. It doesn't even give us the time. Pause.
This is 0. It says 2 hours and 7 minutes and 25 seconds remaining.
So right now we're paused on the page that says it's the obituary. Let's get a light shine in here so I can see this. Let's see the technical difficulties, guys. All right, so on the running time, we're at 32 seconds in.
There we go.
Ellen Tapper?
Taper?
Lee. Is it Taper or Tapper?
I think it's Taper. There's only one P. That makes it a long A.
Taper. Okay, thank you. Would you like to read the obituary, or shall I? We'll read this and then we'll press play.
There we go.
I mean, this is a pretty important part of the.
Yeah, and it's a good starting point.
Yeah. So, Ellen Taper Lee, 78, passed away after a prolonged illness at her daughter Annie's house, April 3rd, 2018. Beloved wife of the late Martin Lee, devoted mother of Annie Lee Graham and the late Charles Lee, cherished grandmother of Peter Graham and Charlie Graham. She's also survived by her son-in-law, Dr. Stephen Graham. She will be missed. Reposing at Kingstone Funeral Home Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Funeral service will be held on Saturday at 10 a.m. Burial will take place at Spring Blossom Cemetery. Okay. So now we're going to press play and we're going to count down 3, 2, 1 and then
it's at
play.
32 seconds on the Blu-ray.
At 32 seconds on the Blu-ray. I'm assuming it's going to be at 32 seconds on the stream because I'm guessing when they press play, the A24 would be the first thing they saw.
Right.
So 32 seconds. Let's pause. Here we go. On play. Ready? Ready, Burger?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Play. You're supposed to say play with me.
I said play.
Okay, good. Should have said it more jovial.
I said it in bass, so it matched your frequency.
Ah.
Yeah, so you couldn't hear it. I always thought people should be more creative with funeral home names like Sunset or something. Something that's dark.
Wait, you don't want it to be a dark name?
Well, I do, but subtly dark.
Ah.
Like a retirement home. It's called like Days End or something.
End of days.
End of days.
End of the road. Where the sidewalk ends.
Where the
Did you ever have those books?
The Shel Silversteins?
Yeah.
Yep, I had. Yeah. Sarah Cynthia Sylvia Stout would not take the garbage out.
God,
Lazy bitch.
I can't remember any of them.
Yeah, I remember that one.
So here we are. We're in Annie's miniature model room. Looking around. Annie, of course, is going to be Toni Collette.
Of course. The great Toni Collette. The underappreciated.
You know, a great thing that Ari Aster does, and he did it in Midsummer as well, is he has these very kind of just out in the open, almost
Spoilers.
Yeah. The miniatures here in the room, if you really look at them, depict these like real life scenes that happen.
Right. He tells the story before it even happens.
Right.
But you don't know that that's the story because you haven't seen anything coming up. So all you see is decorations and props.
Right. And this is like... This shot here alone, the way they execute this is just...
Yeah.
Genius. Because now you zoom into the miniature...
And we're in real
and
life.
And fucking Gabriel Byrne, I think, busts in. There he is. And it looks... brilliant. This man's brilliant.
Truly.
So I always get Gabriel Byrne and Craig Ferguson confused. You know, they're both like British, like...
Which one's Craig Ferguson?
Craig Ferguson was he was the guy that had the show after Letterman.
Okay.
He was Drew Carey's boss on the Drew Carey show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both stuffy.
The Brits, you know. Yeah.
They carry themselves like Brits.
Yeah.
Every Brit carries himself as an aristocrat.
Yeah.
That poor girl is just hideous.
A very strange looking child.
Yeah, she looks like a monster.
That's another thing that Ari Aster did that I think was fantastic. Was the trailer? If you watch the trailer leading into this movie, you kind of thought that it was going to be like a creepy kid movie,
right? Like The Omen or something.
Or yeah, The Omen. That one always comes to mind. There's another one that was more recent. The Orphanage? The Orphan, not The Orphanage.
Oh, okay.
The Orphanage. Did you ever see The Orphanage?
No.
Orphanage is good. It was produced by Guillermo del Toro, but it's all in Spanish. The Spanish language was all subtitle.
Yeah.
But there was this one scene where they played like a knock on the door game, or it was like as kids they would knock on the wall or something. I can't remember. And then you would turn around. It was like red light, green light.
Yeah.
And I just remember there was a scene. And it was so intense.
Okay, we'll put that on the list.
Yeah, no, it was really good. You should watch it. I saw it in theaters. I remember going specifically. I always thought this when I saw this movie the first time. This as Hereditary.
Yeah,
with that creepy man there smiling back at her. And here's the conundrum of the entire movie, folks. They never explain who. I refuse to believe. What's his name?
Alex Wolff.
I refuse to believe Alex Wolff is the offspring of Gabriel Byrne and Toni Collette. I don't know how they had a Middle Eastern son.
But I mean, they cast him, so like they could have cast anybody. Now, I mean, he does good in this movie, but I mean, they could cast any young male to be the son of Toni Collette and Peter Gabriel, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Gabriel Byrne.
Yeah.
Very subtle there. Gabriel Byrne asks his daughter if there are nuts in the chocolate bar she's eating, so.
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing for sure. You know, and that's like that that trope they use. I'm totally blanking now. The thing that it's the storytelling device where it's like they introduce something, you know it's going to be used.
Chekhov's gun.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. There's a gun hanging on the wall in Act 1. You know, at some point, like Act 3, that gun is going to be used.
Yeah, and I love it. Those are the best ones done subtly. You know,
right? Because there's some of them, and I've watched movies before where. Can't think of any specific examples where I'm like Chekhov's gun.
Yeah.
They're too overt with. They're not nuanced enough with their.
A really great example of one that I always think of is in High Tension. Before the home invasion scene, when it's just kind of looking around the house and like very subtly you see in the background there's a shotgun on the wall, and then when the home invasion's happening and the home invader has a gun and ends up killing, like hunting down the kid or whatever, like you just at the time when you're watching you're just like, oh my god, this is horrid. But then when you find out the twist ending at the end, you realize that's how they got the gun. That's how that happened.
Right.
And it's like, oh, it was already in the house, that kind of thing. And yeah.
That was a great movie.
Really fucking terrifying. I really appreciate in this film how there's so many zoomed out long shots. Like it's zoom, like when they came home from the funeral, it was just a steady shot that kind of zoomed in slowly, but you're seeing the whole house. It's expansive. It's not uptight, you know.
It's like you're looking in on something.
Yeah, it's like you're looking on one of those dioramas that she makes.
Right. But yeah, Alex Wolff does not look like he would be the offspring of either of these two.
Either of them, and it's never explained.
I just
and it was one of those where I thought it doesn't. And when I remember seeing the film the first time and thinking that it didn't need to be explained, but thinking that there would be some sort of thing where it was like, well, maybe you need to go stay at your father's, that kind of thing where it's alluded to,
right?
But never.
No. I think at some point they say something along the lines that she got pregnant early.
Yeah.
But then I thought, so maybe the Gabriel Byrne, that he doesn't seem to be the guy to be irresponsible enough to knock up a chick too early.
He's a doctor.
So he's a pervert.
I mean, I'm just saying he's in the obituary there, he was a doctor. It says Dr.
Right.
Stephen Graham, I believe is her.
Yeah.
Excuse me, you don't think I'm gonna take care of you? When you don't.
Wasn't there something she was just in where she was like of the bad guy or like nasty?
Toni Collette? I don't know. Not that I remember. She was in Nightmare Alley, but she wasn't bad.
She looks real. I'm just saying, like, for whatever reason, I don't remember her, like, because she's not like a traditional beauty, but she is, at least in this scene here. I think I'm looking at her and it's like, I feel like Toni Collette might be a good, like in baseball they have the Mendoza line where it's like, if you're hitting above the Mendoza line or below the Mendoza line,
Yeah.
like. And I had some friends. I have some friends from back in the day. There's this woman who's a sideline reporter named Michelle Tafoya, and they called it the Tafoya line because sometimes Michelle Tafoya would look hot, and sometimes she wouldn't.
Right.
And so it'd be like the Tafoya line. I feel like the Collette line, the Toni Collette line might be different. I might be more appropriate because like right here. She looks pretty.
She looks.
When she pulls her hair back,
motherly prettiness about her.
She has a big forehead, and I have no. I should be casting stones at anyone, but I'm just saying, like, she has when she pulls her hair back, she does tend to have a little bit bigger of a forehead. So then
she's very angular features.
It might make her look a little, but like right here with the messy hair down, like kind of tired mom look. She looks youthful and good. In Nightmare Alley, I thought she looked really good. But then, like, there's something I just saw her in where it was like, I thought she played something like the bad guy.
I think what it is that she looks like she has a maternal beauty. I think that's the proper way to describe it. Here's more of this sort of when they start telling the story. They start telling the story, but you don't really get all of it. You don't quite process it all.
The Staircase.
Okay.
It's on HBO. And that just might be how they had her done up. But I remember in The Staircase, they had her and she just looked kind of like... I remember thinking, like, oh man, she looks kind of old and like tired.
Well, anything Toni Collette is in, it automatically adds like at least 2 cheeseburgers to anything. Oh,
I like the choice for the score.
Oh,
fuck, that got me every time I've seen it, I forget about that. That was, yeah. That great, ominous.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But it sort of establishes this whole thing that her mother, even after her death, her mother's
like just controlling,
just lingering,
her.
Peering. Oh, right there, look at. That's such a
Her
terrifying.
breast is out. It's so gross. The grandma. I think they basically. I mean,
Nobody wants to think of grandmas having tits.
Yeah, but like I think that they kind of allude to the grandma breastfeeding Charlie.
Yeah. Or Peter, one of the two.
I think it was Charlie. Because she was saying she wouldn't even let me feed you. She insisted on feeding you
Yeah.
when she was talking to her.
Critical thinking, it says back there on the classroom. This movie's dating itself.
I don't know what Charlie's doing here.
Are you done?
Busted.
Busted, putting
So maybe
soda
finish the tomorrow.
tabs onto a piece of plastic. We've all been there. I remember when I was a kid, I'd have to sneak out my notebook so I could draw.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
they have that, and you could see it coming in the distance too, and it still gets you.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
I used to have to sneak out my notebook so I could draw in class while
I used to book a territory.
Yeah.
In 5th grade, I had booked all the territories. He's just not. He's not their son.
He's Arab.
Okay. Why?
Because he literally refuses to look at all the signs that are being.
Or he's like that Mediterranean.
Greek. He's
He's
like
like Mediterranean or something.
He
But
certainly isn't.
He's not from fucking London like his dad.
Right.
Never had any choice, right? So does that make it worse?
And even his mom, she looks British.
That if you had
Like, Toni Collette's not British, right?
No. She's an American actress.
But she looks like she could be British with their sharp features and...
Way in, Peter? About which part?
I think it's more. If it's all just inevitable, then that means that the characters have no hope.
Oh, she's
Uh-oh.
pissed at him.
It's like hopeless.
You need to pay attention.
You're not gonna get this bone unless you get a B plus.
Oh man, you need to get a job, and we need to get a house. You need to get your life together. It's like, bitch, I'm 16.
I don't even know you. I'm
I don't
just
e-
looking at your ass.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, still.
but still, you want this? And then the creepy
Oh,
kid,
God,
of
here
course,
goes the
is
first-
serial killer sign number 5:
Yeah.
dismembering animals as a child.
Right. Dismembering dead animals. That's a... God, my
Yeah.
crotch is all wet. I know I didn't piss myself. Yeah, it starts with dead animals. They don't go first thing to, like,
Is it walking around with a chocolate
a
bar.
live dog and
look at
beat it
this.
to death.
Someone
Creepy stranger.
staring from afar. I love that. I love that shit. You know?
Yeah.
That's
I love
creepy.
unsettling.
Fucking unsettling is the best word for that. Yes.
Yes.
And that's why Midsummer is the masterpiece. I say it is because the whole movie is unsettling.
Right.
It's not scary. What's scary is how unsettling it is.
What's scary is
it
that-
feels like you could fucking find yourself stumbling upon a scenario that similar to that.
Right.
Like.
And
this
the
movie-
witch, the witch was like that too.
Yes, the witch.
Just, I feel upset. This is upsetting me, even though nothing's really happening until things do happen.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
But still, it's like it was the perfect way that person put it at the beginning of The Witch, or one of the reviews on it is, we feel like we're watching something we shouldn't be seeing.
Yeah.
There's the perfect way to describe a movie like that.
There's like weird fucking triangle. Now here's the question. I feel like Toni Collette knows. Like, and I can't remember how it comes off
You mean she knows about her mom's
about the whole
affiliation with the
Yeah, because I mean,
occult?
like I feel like she knows more than what she's putting off. The whole idea of later on in the movie when you find out that she was like gonna burn all of them alive and shit, like it was there's like a battle between her and her mom, the whole that they talk about the whole movie, you know, and that, like I said, maybe that's why she tried to kill them all or whatever, you know, or
Yeah, I shouldn't. Whether or not it's stuff that she knows or it's just
because then again,
instinctually, just because her mom is such a loon that she just instinctually wants to kind of keep her kids away or whatever.
Yeah. I think it's probably more like that. If she knew that, because obviously she's doing this grief class, and then she's gonna eventually run into that lady.
Yeah, I think that's what happens
So maybe,
right here.
maybe she's not. She doesn't know, no, because then because then she starts discovering.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking like. She had to have known her mom was the head of some sort of something, right? All these people who liked her mom.
Yeah, but I think like you said, it's part of the discovery of when she goes through all of her shit, right? That she's supposed to try to. She kind of pieces together that her mom was a part of something.
Yeah.
Something more like weird.
I guess we could just pay attention to the movie.
Yeah.
It's happening.
How many times have you seen this?
I think
You saw it in theaters.
Three
Okay.
times. I think I saw it in theaters. I saw it when it came out on video,
And you saw it with me.
and I watched it with you. I may have watched it another time.
My name's Annie.
Hi, Annie.
Hi, Annie.
My mom died a week ago, so I'm just here for trying it.
Lucky.
I have a lot of resistance to things like this, but I came to these couple years ago. Well, I was forced to come. And I guess it helped. So my mom was old, and she wasn't altogether there in the end, and we were pretty much estranged before that. So it really wasn't a huge love.
Okay.
I did love her.
That explains it all right there. They were estranged before, so that's why she doesn't know about.
Okay.
And dementia. And
Dementia.
my father died
She
when I
thought she was She thought she was being followed by spirits, and she thought she was like a fucking a vessel for a deity or something.
And then there was my brother. My older brother had schizophrenia. And when he was 16, he hanged himself in my mother's bedroom. And of course, the suicide note went to her, accusing her of putting people inside him. So,
Right there, she just gave away the whole movie. Boom. Did you get that?
What'd you say?
She said her brother at 16 hanged himself, blamed it all on the suicide note, blamed it all on his mom, claiming that she was trying to put people inside of him. Payman. That's the whole
yes,
thing.
okay.
That's the whole. They need the
Wow.
vessel to be the man. So,
But it's
her
implied
bro-
here that he was
he's
a crazy
schizophrenic.
person. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Ari Aster, man.
Come on. Maybe the whole Alex Wolff thing is just part of like.
until my husband.
Maybe he did it on purpose just to have a thing that doesn't quite make sense that people just talk about.
Well, we're gonna get to a thing that doesn't quite make sense pretty soon in this fucking movie.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong.
Okay. I've ran into women like this at
She got sick. Not that she was
AA meetings.
my mom at the end. Not that she would ever. I just don't want to put any more stress on the family.
Just talk and talk.
Yeah, but I think it's implied that her character doesn't open up like this.
Yes.
That's why she's
right.
going to
That's why
this.
she's so spilling everything.
Yeah. She should get a fucking award for this. She at least got a goddamn nomination. Look at this.
I am to blame. Or not that I'm to blame, but I am blamed.
What do you think you feel blamed for?
I don't know.
Typical, right?
Yeah.
Well, I just mean like it's that feeling when you get the feeling of, and you have no good
really explain
reason to
it.
feel. There was a time I had a freak out on some drugs, some mushrooms, and I thought I was dying, and I was telling everyone I swear I'm dying because something didn't feel right, and then I'd snap out of it because I'd be like, wait, I'm not, like, what could I do? Go to a hospital? What would they say? This man's dying. Better
Right.
call his family and say goodbye.
Right.
Like, it was
No,
like,
they're gonna
that's
say-
irrational.
Yeah, they're gonna say he's
This guy's really high on, he took a lot of mushrooms.
yeah.
He's-
And now you're wasting our time.
and you're wasting our
your
time. Yeah. But anyways, it's that feeling where someone goes like, well, why do you feel that way? Why? And to snap you out of the psychosis that you're spinning into.
Yep.
Why do you feel guilty for that, Tony Collette? Because you put shit on yourself.
What is she making now? What is this gross art project? Ooh, see that?
Damn it, Charlie! You're bringing dead birds into our home again. That's my Gabriel Byrne.
That's a perfect impression.
Well,
She's
there's
making
like
some sort of like "Don't hug
like
me,
a
I'm
spot.
scared" word amalgamation of a art project that's gross and childish at the same time. What's your favorite idea? Mine is being creative.
I was up in Charlie's room, Annie, and I found a bird's head again.
What did we say about cutting the heads off dead birds? Was this one dead when you killed it? Did you catch a live bird? No.
Don't lie to me, Charlie.
It was already dead.
Did you
Your
try
promise?
to eat? Did you try to eat the dead bird's head?
Charlie, I want you to be honest with me. Did you drink its blood, Charlie? Did you drink its blood like you did the last one?
See, like, and he does such a great job of just teasing you, thinking at this moment you're watching this for the first time and you're going, oh, "It's a creepy kid movie."
Yep. Yeah, this movie's fantastic. This is like top 10 for me of like great movies.
He's in the new generation of directors, and it's great because like it's one thing we can count on. Or one thing with film and movies that doesn't necessarily get to happen as on a big scale as music is where
Yes.
you get a new generation. Every so often, you get a new generation of directors or in these clusters that are inspired by the previous generations and their own current one. So like you have Ari Aster, Robert Eggers, Jordan Peele. There's someone else I'm forgetting right now, and I apologize for that. But you have that. You have this new generation of guys making fantastic shit and
Ty West?
Ty West, artsy shit, scary shit.
Yes.
And it's like before them, you had Fincher and Tarantino and Paul
Yeah.
Thomas Anderson and all that. And before those guys, you had Scorsese and Spielberg and all, De Palma and Ford Coppola. And before them, you had, and it's like, as where with rock music or music, you have the progression, but now it's like the rock music. I always look at here we go. I love are you seeing what you're seeing?
Charlie!
Are we seeing what we're seeing?
I mean,
Is she really seeing what she's seeing?
Right.
leaving the house barefoot.
You're some kind of idiot. You can't talk to people like that.
Especially people like that.
You're angry with me now?
People with that problem.
You're going to this. Hey, socks off. You're going to this party with your brother. What party? Some school hangout with other kids.
School. See again. Okay, we're starting to get to where Uncle Kirk says
Going.
nay.
Yeah, I have that was my qualm,
With your brother. With other
but she's just being very naive.
But how old is she supposed to be? 13?
12, 13.
Going with you. Great.
I mean, she looks like she's fucking 10.
Right. But she has boobs. And he looks like he's, I can't tell, 22?
He looks like he's in the Taliban.
Look at the look on his face right now is very.
Yeah, see, that's another thing. It's like they like, you know. Oh,
That was the
Foreshadowing.
necklace that Annie was wearing at the funeral service. Same symbol.
look at it. They're living in the fucking house that James Franco had in This Is the End. Like, this is
Yeah.
a fucking fortress.
I remember when I'd
But like,
go to.
there's clearly people who are in their 20s at this fucking party.
Right.
These are all supposed to be high schoolers. But
I had friends that when I'd go to their house in school, and I was like, "Oh shit, dude, this house is 2 stories."
dude, you said that you were surprised, like, in my parents' house.
Yeah. Well, it was very nicely decorated. There was a big yard. There was a pool. Holy shit.
And it's actually pretty expansive for being a Rambler. It's very it's big.
Yeah.
There's a lot of square footage to it.
It's a high square footage Rambler. It's very lovely. It's beautifully decorated. Nice countertops.
It's
A fucking pool and a jacuzzi.
it's meticulously clean too.
Yeah.
Like, my mom's very meticulous.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
How's the party?
Why, you want to know if you should come?
Is this the bitch that was sitting in front of him in class, or
Yeah.
is this just a different blonde? They all
No,
look the same.
No, it's the same. It's the same chick. She's drinking a wine cooler.
That's not
Like,
legal.
his sister's clearly the youngest person there.
Right. So it's like, it's not even appropriate that she would be there.
He looks perpetually sweaty.
He does.
He looks like he's like, his hair is greasy and wet.
He's always like moist and nervous.
Yeah.
Do you want to wait out here for a second?
No.
Charlie, please, just it'll be 2 minutes and then we can hang out. You can draw. Please?
You can draw.
Oh, shit, look. They're giving out chocolate cake.
Not to everyone.
Yes, everyone. It's a party.
I don't know anyone.
Nobody does. Just walk over
Well-
and stand there and they'll give you a piece. Hurry up. They're going to run out. Come on, Charlie.
Wh-
What a dick. He knows she's got allergies. If you have a family member who has a nut allergy, like, those people, like, your family members are even more like paranoid. You know,
Right.
like Gabriel Byrne was like paranoid, like, make sure there's no nuts in that.
Right.
You know?
Of
so
course
like
there's not,
so,
I know.
so her dickhead brother should be a little bit more aware.
Yeah.
Even if he is a, punky teenager like that.
Right.
And they should have a
Could he
fucking
not? Could he not
EpiPen.
hear that bitch chopping nuts like a cartoon character?
Didn't he see, like, how unaware is he? Is he not looking at the surroundings? Does he not see, oh, there's a cake? Oh, shit.
Well, this is
There
what
better be
happens when you get
nuts.
high all the time on marijuana. You
That's
turn
not
into a
true.
retard.
I pay attention to shit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. She made me look retarded.
Yeah, that's Charlie.
Yeah. It's like responsible people who drink a little bit and drive. It's like
Yeah.
they pay attention to their surroundings because they know they have to. Because if they get caught, it's a real big deal.
She's having a hard time breathing. She's obviously having an allergic reaction. He's smoking. That reminds me, I'm gonna light up a nice piece right now. I'm gonna move the microphone away for a second, so
All right.
just take over.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
It's hard to breathe.
What do you mean?
I think my throat's getting bigger.
This is the worst time to get high.
This is like
At a stranger's house.
the worst feeling I could imagine. One of the worst feelings having. I had a similar situation back in college happen with a girlfriend's niece who had like asthma, but we didn't have a fucking breathing thing for her. And she got all worked up because I was like, she made a mess or whatever, and it was like, hey, hey, don't do that, pick that up, And she got all like fussy and then worked herself into this hizzy, and I was the only one there.
Oh.
And she's like freaking out, like she couldn't breathe. And I just remember I had to like hold her and like calm her down, like hold her and like, and I was able to soothe her down. But then when her mom got home, we ended up really fucking, yeah.
Or she was a fucking phony, and anytime you tell her to do something, she just starts having
no. She had legitimately, she had to do like breathing treatment, like those breathing machine things.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a character actress. That's what she is. Oh God, this is.
Oh God.
Oh.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Here's where it doesn't make, where it starts to not make any sense.
Nice.
Like, how is he not freaking out?
He's in a state of shock.
Well, okay, that's fine, but like, what he does after the state of shock is disgusting.
You try killing your sister by accident.
Oh, don't say stuff like that.
See how things happen.
See, he's like, look, he just leaves.
He's closed. He's
he
like
doesn't freak out. He
He's
doesn't
closed
cry.
off. He pretends like nothing ever happened. He's keeping it deep inside.
And he doesn't call anyone. He doesn't. He goes home.
That's why he's the perfect vessel for.
But that's
For
the thing.
Paimon.
It's like, what? Why is he? It wasn't like it was revealed that he was in on this the whole time.
Not that he knows of.
And then he just gets out and he fucking goes to bed. That's like Robert DeFeo shit.
Yeah. Maybe he was possessed by Paimon too.
Well, no, because that doesn't happen until the end of the movie.
It's a slow burn. The whole process
It's a Gabriel
of possession.
burn.
It's a David burn.
Oh.
Psycho killer.
Just to say,
Run,
run, run, run,
Dun, 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 dun. Guess what I... Dun.
He just goes to bed. That's it. I'm
He's
sorry.
sleepy.
I'm sorry. I can't.
That's why you'd never be possessed by Paimon. You don't have these
But
sort
he's
of
not
natural
possessed by
traits.
Paimon.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. He has the necessary traits. The traits which are hereditary. Which is why this is the family that is haunted. Is there people walking around out here?
That's
keep
what I was
seeing
when I
fucking
keep seeing shadows, right?
Like, I see them a lot. Bunch of perverts lurking outside. I see their silhouettes. going
Pervert.
across the
Pervert
wall.
is one of the best words of all time. It's like such a perfect word.
It's like repugnant.
Repugnant. Repugnant and pervert.
Putrid. That's another one I
Putrid.
like. Rancid is up there. Oh, God.
Moving off in the distance, you got Tony crying.
Which is one of the hardest things you can do in acting.
Oh,
haunting.
God.
Terrifying.
And it's just fucking. And there's people driving past it. Did you see that?
I did.
Yeah. that's another Ari Aster thing is like that. Like when in spoiler for Midsummer, but when the 72-year-olds jump off the cliff or whatever, and to kill themselves, and the guy doesn't. So then the people go and they're like fucking.
Yeah.
They show his head just like smashed, and they just stays on like that gruesome, decapitated head. And see that there he is standing there like he's Payman, but he's not. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe he is.
They never. I mean, that's the thing. They never really like the full process of possession is never really like walked through. So it's.
But it's like he's just this emotionless like sociopath.
Yeah.
I'm not emotionless because I guess he cried, but like
he cries. He cries a lot.
This was great, by the way. This shot, another fantastic idea. So here's my problem. As I'm watching this film, I'm thinking, well, next comes the police investigation.
That's what this is right here. Oh, never mind. It's a funeral.
See?
But
no investigation.
There was one. They just skipped over it. It was irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant.
It's like you never see any of these people taking a shit.
But you know it's happening,
right?
Or yeah, you see them shower sometimes, I guess.
Right. You see them shower. You never see them pick their nose. You never see them take a shit.
Well, sometimes
you never see them jerk
shit.
off.
And sometimes you see them jerk off.
Which is a thing that almost everybody does when they wake up in the morning, at least males.
Zazas. We keep seeing these weird words carved into the walls.
Yeah. Satanos or something was on there.
Yeah, there's another one, yeah. So it's like, okay, everyone's fucking depressed. Toni Collette won't stop crying. Alex Wolff is staring at the tree. Oh,
the ominous red light
came on. Gabriel Byrne is just looking at Charlie's doodles. There's the bird with a crown on its head. And that was her last drawing. Oh, Charlie, I shouldn't have yelled at you for playing with that dead bird. I'm so sad, Charlie. My child. Dead bird. Oh, the red light is Colette sleeping out in the...
Oh, okay.
That dead bird. Oh, Charlie. I should have given you more birds to kill.
Maybe you'd still be alive.
Maybe you
if I let you kill the damn birds.
If only your mother didn't make you go to that party.
I was just worried about the stink. The stink of the dead birds. And now you're dead.
I would rather live with the stink than lose you, Charlie. Ah!
Oh no! Oh god! Ah! That's a very dangerous way to sleep with the heater on your blanket like that. You ever hear about those lunatics that like have these weird picadillos that...
I watched a video of a guy was doing like these weird like camp videos, like not survivalist videos, but it was like this thing of like having to sleep in the bed of my truck with a canopy and like in 40 below weather, and so like he has this whole setup in his the back of his truck with like little propane heaters and stuff, and like he eats food back there, and he sleeps all night, and he's in like sleeping bag, and he's warm, but all night while he's in there, he's got a fucking little propane heater going.
Yeah,
and it's just like kind of fucking dangerous.
Very dangerous, but I guess it's maybe less dangerous than freezing to death.
Or maybe it's an I can't. Yeah, it's a small. It's not like one of the fucking like jet engine heaters, you know. It's one of like the hot, like the
okay.
little hot plate.
Right.
little
It's not the
guys.
ones that blow
Yeah, no.
air, like
No,
the
it's like a
people
little
heat
one
large
where
areas
it's
with.
a little, like tabletop.
It's like
shit.
you know that show where people would like eat weird shit and like they eat fiberglass insulation like it's cotton candy.
yeah,
or they chew
my
on drywall.
strange addiction.
Right. There was somebody that, like this woman that had to sleep with a hairdryer running, like on her feet while she was sleeping under her blankets. Got the hot air blowing, and she like caught the house on fire with her daughter in the house and everything.
Jesus.
So is he panicking right there because he's just having a random panic attack, or is it because he's in the process of becoming
Ooh, there's
possessed?
someone in the front seat of that car. I think he was panicking because he was finally like feeling
Processing
something.
what he
He was
did.
having anxieties, bearing everything down. Eventually, you crack at some point.
But still, I mean, if it
Since you're gone. Bound down, bound down, down, bound down, bound, bound. The montage part. I always like whenever I'm watching. I like to think of the inappropriate time for a montage. Since you're gone. Down, down, down.
that's what you could do for this movie. Like people do trailers for stuff. They'll do like Star Trek Deep Space Nine, but with the song Friends theme song.
Yeah.
So that it's just like really goofy. That's what you do here. Is you like
I
since you
can't
gone,
help it.
and you do like a montage of the little girl
That's
sniffing the head off the bird.
treacherous. Yeah, like.
That's why we need like an editor on board.
Wah, 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 wah.
If I knew a guy who was really good at or
I
gal
throw it all away.
who knew how to do video editing, that's what I would have him do.
It's not. It's I could do it. Be honest with you, not to toot my own horn.
Well, we should do it.
I could do
since
it.
you're
No, but what it is, I don't. I could do the work.
Yeah.
I don't have the materials to do it. Like I don't necessarily know how to rip the footage into the computer.
Well, that's the hard part.
Do it.
That's the part I don't understand either.
It might be easier than we think, but like I'm guessing you get the DVD. We have the Blu-ray, so how do we do it?
I have no fucking clue.
Right.
But if you had somebody who did it efficiently,
If you had someone who knew,
they could do that in
the
2
footage,
hours. Do the cars with the
it'd be
Hereditary
long-
compilation.
It'd be longer than that because editing videos. Like remember I did that video for when we released our album, The Moon is Flat, that teaser video.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
And I also made that video last summer for that little mini run we went to Oregon and stuff. Remember that? That was all on my phone. I mean, we could put it on the computer now and really get into it. But like it's doing that shit's fun. Like
Yeah.
Or like the Tim's piano tips video that we have out there. Mm-hmm. I did all that editing on my phone. I filmed it on my phone. I took the footage and then I chopped it up and then rearranged it so then it could be like clippy, like the like
TikTok videos and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Tim's Piano Tips at the Brute and the Fruit.
Yeah, go to the Brute and the
YouTube
Fruit
page.
YouTube page, which is I'm guessing where you got this from. Maybe I don't know.
We'll just put this on YouTube, and then when you type in Hereditary, then you've got the
Exactly. No, that's what I was hoping for. We'll just upload this and then have it Hereditary, and then with tags, and then we get started as a whole playlist that's connected to the channel for audio commentaries.
We could have a good thumbnail. It's like a Toni Collette with her crazy, like, crying, shocked face with, like, a banana over her mouth or something.
No. It should just be like a screenshot from the movie, like the one like where the fire's going and she's like, ooh, that look, or you could do the cover of the movie. You do like a collage actually of pictures from the film.
Just thumbnails are very important with the YouTubes.
Definitely.
I always have the urge just because I
This
always have the
woman
urge to
is
stick a banana in her
was
mouth.
very ominous and creepy. Though from the get-go, you knew she was onto some shit.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
Oh, I knew she.
I didn't
I
figure it out.
had a feeling she was onto some shit.
Look at this asshole. He's always reading like a fucking fag.
Movies.
Well, thanks for inviting me. I'd like to go to the cinema. I'd like to see a movie sometime. My daughter died too.
Was that supposed to be like a hint to their how not very
dysfunction.
close they are
Yeah.
with each other? Or
I mean, look at him. He's wide awake.
yeah, he's wide awake because he's like, what movie did she go watch?
Yeah.
Was it Spider-Man Into the Multiverse? I wanted to see that.
It's funny that you said Spider-Man because I was thinking of Knocked Up when Paul Rudd was like, I went and saw Spider-Man without, by myself. And she was like, I like Spider-Man. I want to go. If it gets too cold, come back in.
Come back in. Or what are you going out to see another movie again? You're always talking about the cinema. Cinema. What about me? What about Gabriel Byrne?
I was left for dead on a boat by Kaiser Sose.
How do you think that makes me feel? All I want to do is go see Spider-Man Into the Multiverse. Charlie would have wanted me to go see that.
Pussy amp. It's a shitty amp, Alex Wolf.
Boo. Pussy. You probably don't even know how to play.
Ooh, that looks ominous.
I wonder if his sitar is compatible with a Marshall amp.
Oh, George Harrison himself.
George Harrison. An open seance.
That was specifically put there, though. You saw that? Did you see that? That was genius.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But that idea of like the mail was already in there, and you see the shadow outside of someone else poking that through. It's intentional. I like that.
I'm glad we don't have one of those slots in our office.
I can't wait for Ari Aster's next movie.
When is Nope supposed to be in theaters? Is that already out there?
I think next month.
That's one I really want to go see.
Oh yeah, no, that's a must. Jordan Peele. I've said this. Jordan Peele movies are the new Spielberg when it comes must see. Like when Spielberg put out a movie, E.T., Raiders of the Lost Ark. That shit, it was appointment viewing. You had to go see it. Jordan Peele movies are like that now. They are a spectacle. They're an event.
Right. It's like going to see someone
exciting.
in concert.
You go. It's like you're excited. You got either you don't know what's going to happen. Your stomach is butterflies. I love that aspect.
It's nice that we still get that with movies.
With something, yeah. Because not every movie's like that. Oh.
That embroidered mat.
Oh, Andy, you came.
Why does that tile in the hallway look like bathroom tile?
You're welcome back.
Oh, that's cute, huh?
Yeah, my mother used to embroider ones just like that.
Did she really? Isn't that funny?
Isn't that funny?
It just pushes it right off. I mean, that's another sign.
Right.
Really great. A film critic that I really enjoy is Mark Kermode, and he's this British guy, and he's a very I just like the way the way he thinks about movies. And yeah, he was doing a debate about this film and with a person who really liked it, because it wasn't that he didn't like the direction or anything. He was really, he saw through a lot of it.
Yeah.
So his thing was like, it was like really obvious, like this lady's in on it, like because of the, whatever. But his favorite film of all time is The Exorcist.
Okay.
And so when people start calling this the new Exorcist or Exorcist, he was like, wait a minute, But he made some good points, and so it's like when you watch it back, you're like,
How's your relationship with your son?
it's like, oh yeah, I guess that was pretty just like swept under the rug, but also very much like, look, everyone look, like the gun, Chekhov's gun or whatever.
Right.
Too blatant, he said.
Yeah, see, I didn't think that, but I'm not
Well, and that's
much
what
of
the
a
guy
film
who was
critic.
right, but that's what the other film critic was talking. He said he was like, no, you're supposed to see that stuff, but it's not necessarily as blatant. It was
Right, or you're supposed to
debate.
see it, but you're not supposed to quite know how it plays in.
Yeah,
But it's like, obviously she's befriending this woman for something. Like, obviously she has a purpose in the movie.
yeah. I mean, I knew that this lady. I could tell this lady was bad the very first moment. Just because it was. But it was. As I watch a movie, it's like a thing where it's like, oh, this person could be bad. So then it's like, if she turned out to be a good guy in this movie,
It'd be a twist.
I would have been more surprised, I guess.
Like, she was trying to protect her from the
Right.
whole
This was like,
thing.
or she was trying to be like the warlock, or not the warlock, but like the witchy lady, the lady who's like the medium who helps her, and it isn't like part of the grand plan.
Right.
Like, that could have easily been this character.
Right.
Here's where the receding kind of big hairline comes with her.
The
You see?
receding hairline?
Well,
I
it's
see.
Pretty.
Yeah,
pretty
it's not
deep.
even that. It's just a very tall forehead.
Oh,
You bike all the way here?
No, actually, my friend drove me home.
Oh, by the way, Peter, have you signed up for that SAT prep course?
Do it tomorrow.
Yeah, you know what? You gotta do that because it's coming up.
you got to
You
do
tell him.
that because it's coming up.
You tell him.
Look at her. What a monster.
Tony?
Look at what she's doing.
Oh god, this.
Are you recreating our child's death?
Our child's gruesome.
She had her
death.
head ripped from her body.
I love how
Tony.
she responds to this. Is one of my favorite parts in the movie. Just like acting, how she casually dismisses his criticisms. This is fantastic. She's like, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Peter, you think he's gonna feel when he sees that?
What? It's not about him.
Right here.
It's a neutral view of the accident.
A neutral view of the actor. Oof.
That's so good. I love Toni Collette. She's so good. What?
Just saw another
I know. I see him all
fucking
the time. I've
shadow.
seen 100 of them in the last 30 minutes.
There's shadow people
Shadows
running
walking-
around.
What? It's a neutral view of the accident. This is the scene that warrants not only Best Actress but Lifetime Achievement Award. So should be played in every acting class.
We're gonna, we're gonna turn the volume up on our end.
Yeah,
We're gonna take in this scene here.
this is fantastic.
So we're gonna dip out for a second. So like if this was a DVD commentary, they would just like the volume for the movie would get back to normal.
Mhm.
The director would be talking. So here we go.
I'm gonna go take a piss after this scene. I'll have to run away. I'll give time to process it.
You're really good, Dad.
Thanks, buddy.
It's the first time we've seen Peter and
Yeah.
Annie in the same shot, like
You okay, Mom?
in the same space since the accident.
What?
Something on your mind?
Is there something on your mind?
Just seems like there might be something you want to say.
Like what?
Peter.
Why would I want to say something so I can watch you sneer at me?
Sneer at you? I never sneer at you.
Oh, sweetie, you don't have to. You get your point across.
Okay, so fine, then say what you want to say then.
Peter,
I don't want to say anything. I've tried saying
Okay, so
things.
try again. Release yourself.
Oh, release you mean?
Yeah, fine. Release me. Just say it. Just fucking say it.
Don't you swear at me, you little shit! Don't you ever raise your voice at me! I am your mother! Do you understand? All I do is worry and slave and defend you, and all I get back is that fucking face on your face! So full of disdain and resentment and always so annoyed. Well, now your sister is dead, and I know you miss her, and I know it was an accident, and I know you're in pain, and I wish I could take that away from you. I wish I could shield you from the knowledge that you did what you did, but your sister is dead. She's gone forever. And what a waste. If it could maybe brought us together or something. If you could have just said, I'm sorry, or faced up to what happened. Maybe then we could do something with this. But you can't take responsibility for anything. So now I can't accept. And I can't forgive. Because nobody admits anything they've done!
Wow.
That's so good.
Literally crying right now.
What about you, Mom? She didn't have her own heart. So why was she there?
Right. We're stuck in this right now. That's it.
I said,
Man.
stop.
What a look.
Fine.
Oh, God, she's fucking fantastic.
Fine.
Dinner tastes like shit. Bravo, man. That's 5 cheeseburger acting right there.
That's just...
That's an all-time
It's one of the
performance.
best.
Like that guy was crying.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. The to be able to do something like that, people take for granted.
Well, it's great the way because she gets really pissed and then she'll soften up. She gets really. I know it was an accident, and I know it's like it.
Yeah,
she goes.
it was so real.
Yes.
It was real. Beautiful.
All right, I'm gonna
All right,
piss.
go take a piss, buddy. Keep working. So while Burger's pissing, well, here she is. She's leaving the art store, and just so happens, fucking Joni is in the parking lot shopping. And I remember again watching the movie and going, okay, something's up. Something's really up.
How are you? Annie, I'm
This shit's great, man. Like this shot with the... We've all been outside and had the sun shine like that on us. It's just great. Man.
Something happened here, and I feel completely turned around.
Here we go.
I don't even know if I should say. You're gonna think I am crazy. Oh, not at all.
There is a little bit of doubt, like if she's a heel or not,
I met a spiritual medium. They were performing an open seance. I know what you're thinking, but they asked me to attend. They were bringing skeptics in and scientists.
Oh shit! I got a dab.
Fully skeptical.
I got a dab loaded up, and I haven't even taken it.
Was truly an open seance. They brought in the spirit of a man from the
Burgers. Hey, come on, let's shut the blinds at least. Let's go. Like, the ambiance, brother.
And the man sitting next to me.
Well, no, I just, try to make it dark in here. It's our theater room. Our studio.
Oh, I'm back. That was
So
a good one.
Joni, I was just kind of talking about how when I first saw this was a moment where I was like, well, maybe Joni isn't a heel.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like now when you know what happens, it's like, oh, she was there, obviously, like she was following her and she was there to like run into her. But when you see it, it's like, oh, okay, a chance running at the store,
Right. Well,
what
I
are the
guess-
odds that? But then you look back and it's like, what are the odds Joni's at the arts and crafts store as well as Toni Collette?
Yeah, but she could be sort of following her and still being a force for good.
Well, for me, I was looking at it like, I was like, okay, when Toni Collette notices that Joni's there, Joni doesn't notice her. I was thinking, oh, something's creepy's going on.
Yeah.
But then, Joni's character sees her and then it's like, oh my gosh, and she's like so like baby face.
Yeah.
And I just
Well, she looks like a cute old lady.
and then she started, but it did that. But the reaction, it was like, oh, maybe she is a baby face.
Yeah.
They got me a little bit.
Yeah, and to me, I don't remember
then-
exactly what I was watching, but I know I didn't have.
But
I wasn't thinking she was evil when I was watching this. But at the same time, like I didn't. This
But-
is the first part of the movie where there's something that is something supernatural experienced by more than one person. Because everything else is an illusion. She
Right,
sees her
right.
mom in the craft room.
Yep.
Charlie sees grandma burning in the fucking grass. But that's all just an individual's perspective on things, and it's in their head. This is the first time in the movie where something happens with two people. This is the first time in the
you have
movie where
confirmation that something that shit has.
this has now become a supernatural film.
Yes. So it was in this scene that I remember thinking to myself,
Oh, great.
this lady knows this too well.
Yeah.
She just told Toni Collette earlier that she had just met you know what I mean, a psychic
I love
or
that.
whatever.
I love when she looks under the. It's just the color. It's just all black and gray when she goes into. It was all the lights gone. It was excellent. I do have one qualm with this scene. I'll mention it. Oh, look at that's great.
Are you okay? Are you in pain?
But like all of a sudden she's an expert at
Okay, it's okay.
Louis, I brought your chalkboard.
Remember your chalkboard?
it's such a great like
You like something.
setup.
Yeah, it's how happy she is, and just Tony's just panicking.
Oh man.
Oh, Louis, I love you, sweetheart. I'm sorry to stop.
My qualm was the handwriting was too nice.
Oh.
A
Well, it's
spirit.
not. Well, maybe it wasn't.
It's not a kid, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, but still, it's.
Imagine the
I mean, I guess maybe Paramount's been using chalk for
the
500 years.
the advantage, like how vulnerable Toni Collette is mentally, and the way that this woman is has calculated her way in.
Yes. Taking advantage of her vulnerabilities.
Yeah, it's very evil.
It's sinister. Yeah, it's gross.
Then choose an item that belonged to your daughter. That will be your link. Mine was the chalkboard. That's my link.
See, Dusty Rhodes used to take his storylines from movies or his like ideas, like war games, or what was the Road Warriors,
We're at Thunderdome.
Thunderdome, all that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
He would take his ideas for the Bunkhouse Stampede. Like, there's just like stuff that he took, and it's like I watch movies and I always think of him in wrestling terms. Like, this is a perfect way to, if you have a character who's a vulnerable space being taken over by someone who's posing as something good, which is what I thought the Dark Order was doing to Adam Page. And it would have made the Dark Order more serious if that's what they were doing, instead of being a bunch of like jackass. But like if they were taking advantage of Adam Page because all of his friends just dumped him, like
Jesus. Even that setup right there, it looks like it's fake a little bit.
That looked like it was the diorama. Diorama, yeah.
But intentionally.
Right. It had to have been.
That guy seems like he'd just be a terrible lay.
Well, of course, he's a stuffy Brit.
Yeah.
Oh, bugger. I'm about to come.
Here it comes.
Oi! Oi!
Oh, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
God save the Queen.
That's what he says. That's what he says when he bricks. God save the Queen.
Ooh,
Are you ready for tea? Crumpets, perhaps? We could watch Downton Abbey.
Oh, it's like our house.
I've only seen 1 or 3 ants.
Yeah, they actually, I think they've been eradicated. Maybe they got bad for a while.
Really?
Like really bad for a while. Like, I think it was all the bark that was around the house, and once they put that concrete shit in,
You can't feed on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the recycled concrete.
The score, the ominous. So we find some shit out here. I think this is when we find out that she tried to burn him alive.
In her dreams.
No, like she was sleepwalking.
Right. Well, yeah. That's what I mean. I think she also tried to have an abortion.
Right. And grandma wouldn't let her.
Yeah.
So that's where I thought, was this from someone before she met Gabriel Byrne?
Right. And I think that might be subtly applied, but nobody ever talks about it.
That picture right there should
right.
be thumbnail. And
the banana in the mouth.
And then but like the way she reacts, like what?
Like, shocked. It's like she was just transferred over, like teleported to Mars.
I'm sorry. It's true here?
Why are you scared of me?
What?
And then she just like snaps into like a person.
Yeah. She gets like disgusted.
Yeah.
I never wanted to be your mother.
Whoa.
Fucking fabulous.
Yeah.
Why?
I was scared.
I love how that's just a great moment. I never want to just in disgust, and then she immediately horror.
Then why did you have me?
It wasn't my fault. I tried to stop it.
I tried to stop it.
I tried to have this.
Tried to have a miscarriage,
How?
which maybe explains why he's a sociopath.
However I could. I did everything they told me not to do, but it didn't work. I'm happy it didn't work.
You tried to kill me.
I love you.
Why did you gotta kill me?
Oh God, it's... Jesus Christ, this is a great movie. Great fucking acting.
I never wanted to be your mother. That was like a. It's like
Why
she,
do you
it was like
hate
she,
me? I love
it,
you.
It was like she took that. It was like she studied Jim Carrey in Liar Liar when she did that scene. I never want to be your mother. And then she like catches herself like, oh
Yeah, like
like he doesn't know
like she's not used to not being able to lie, so she just says truths by accident.
And it's like, oh.
Life had
And
better.
now she feels guilty, so now she's just like waking her son up in the middle of the night.
Oh, she looks terrifying.
Yeah, she's over the edge, dude.
This is where she's starting to lose her shit.
Oh, and you never wake up an old British man in the middle of the night.
Bloody hell!
Bloody hell, woman! It's 1:45. It's 1:45. I need
It's
to
the
be
witching hour.
I need to be up in 3 hours. By God! You dumb bitch! You call her. Well, he's British. Like, you dumb cunt.
Well, they called their
You
buddies
cunt.
cunts.
That's true.
What do they call women?
Arse. You arsehole!
Do they call them shite? Do they call...
What is going on here? This is rubbish. You never wake up an old stuffy British man to do
magic tricks?
Yeah, like what the fuck? And he's irritated by it. He's like, what?
What are you doing?
Right, you can tell he's very cranky.
I can't change anything. I don't want to mess it up. Everyone needs to sit. Sit.
What the fuck?
My friend Joan taught me how to do
So is there light coming through the windows? What is that?
It's the moonlight.
It's the moonlight, okay.
Dancing in the moonlight, everybody's feeling lonely. Body's such a fine natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight, dancing in the moonlight. Everybody. Yeah. Anyways.
We can do it over here then.
But you're not supposed to change anything. This has got to be
Little
disorienting.
changes.
Annie. What the fuck, Annie? I could be sleeping, Annie. There you go.
Please, please.
So this works. This works for her because
I'm a medium, okay? I was seeing apparitions earlier and I just shook them off and I shouldn't have. Please, I know how it sounds, but there's no need to talk about it.
I'm a medium, okay.
Okay, please, you'll see.
It's hereditary. Being a medium is hereditary. It's part of the whole
Please.
story.
This is a family. This needs all our energies, okay? Together.
No, she has there's like a thing where you have to like, it's like a spell. Like she has a chance. Remember she
doesn't really chant much.
that lady gave her the sheet. Like there's a process you have to do, and that's what she's doing. She's channeling. She's not really a medium. The lady gave her like the spell sheet or whatever, and that candle.
Okay.
See, watch.
What language is it?
See.
Gibberish.
Charlie? Charlie, are you here?
I want a divorce.
Charlie, Mommy. Daddy, you can do it.
I hate you.
Charlie, if you're in this
I
room,
really fucking hate you,
Ever since you cheated on me with that
Arab man.
9/11 conspirator, I tried to pretend it didn't happen.
even if it's just a tiny bit, even if it's just the tiniest little movement.
Jesus Christ, Annie.
Jesus Christ.
Have you become retarded?
You've turned into a
Another fucking
retarded
shadow
person.
outside.
You don't feel that? Feel what? Like, you don't feel the air flexing?
Wow! Yes! Thank you, Charlie. That was so good.
Witch.
Now,
Witch. Witch.
Why was I so which I always knew it.
what do you do first? You sure that you just did from before?
Mom.
Like a GIF with music to it, like when that happens and then it zooms in on Gabriel Byrne's face, you just have like the beginning of "Burn the Witch" by Queens of Stone Age. Boom, 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 no, no, boom, 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 no, no.
Charlie, did you want to draw some more pieces? Stop
There is no need to be scared. This is your sister. Charlie? What's wrong?
It's not Charlie, bitch. Kane.
Oh man, she's excellent.
Whoa.
She just got possessed right before that moment. It doesn't. I don't even know if I noticed it the first time. Right after the candle
She was like,
blows up, she just goes into a trance.
yeah.
Hello?
Oh,
Mom? Mom?
I don't like this. Dad, I don't like this.
What's happening?
Please stop.
What's going on? Mom!
Please. Come here. Please stop.
What's
Dad,
happening?
make it
Why is
stop.
everyone scared? Why are you scaring them?
Make it stop! Make it fucking stop! Make it stop! Please stop! Make it stop!
Why would you do that?
What
What are you doing?
yeah,
I'm taking the boy.
dog going off in the background.
I'm taking the boy and we're going to a hotel.
A 5-star hotel.
You devil woman.
Matter of fact, we're going
And
to a
then we'll-
6-star hotel in Dubai.
I tell you what, we're gonna go back to England where we belong. To my family.
He's going back to Saudi Arabia, where he came from.
Where you took him from. There's Payman.
Tony Collette should have played.
You know what's weird is that like sometimes like when it gets really hot at night, I'll just sit on the edge of my bed like that, like him, and almost
Just
sleep
dripping
like
sweat.
that. No, not dripping sweat, just like I don't know, just fall asleep. I've fallen off the bed like that, like falling forward, falling asleep, sitting like that.
I've seen you fall down off a bar stool and not even be drunk.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Jeez. He's seeing like spots.
Tony Collette should have played the role of Joyce Byers on Stranger Things.
Is that Winona Ryder?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, creepy. You look in the mirror and the image looking back at you is grinning.
Ew, creepy. With that creepy Arab grin.
And yeah,
This poor guy had to shave 4 times a day to be able to appear like a teenager.
As I was saying.
Even worse than that, he had to.
I can't hear the other end.
Nothing. What happened?
Oh, it's Gabriel Byrne yelling at her on the other end.
Why does he think he's being threatened?
I have a.
Hey, don't talk to me like this. He's my son too.
Huh? Or is he? Is he your son too, or did Gabriel Burns cheat on you? And that's how you got pregnant with Alex Wolff.
Wait, how does that doesn't make sense.
My dad.
Oh, here we
I'm
go.
not sleepwalking anymore. You understand?
You fuck. You
My
bring-
dad. My
Oh.
dad claims that he teased my mom after I was born. Like, yeah, I gotta tell you, Christopher is not your kid. I cheated on you. And it took her like 15 seconds to figure out that didn't make any sense.
That's pretty funny. Do not hang up on me. I'm
Not be
sleepwalking.
ignored.
Yeah, that's my. I love using that line. That's the most Karen thing about me. There's
Yeah,
a voicemail going off right now. We have the volume turned down.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Can't really hear what the fuck they're saying.
I don't think it's too important. Yeah, I don't think Ari Aster is going to go the way of M. Night Shyamalan. I feel like M. Night Shyamalan got really lucky. I feel like he's like the Vince McMahon of movies. It's like some of the things worked out so well that he became ultra successful, and then when he's left to his own devices, he just turns
What if
things
he's
into shit.
What if he's like an operative, or he was a guy that was like picked to be an operative, and so like his first movie was really good, right? And then he gets indoctrinated in, and then now he do whatever he wants because he's like, you know, like fuck, I can't even think of.
Well, it's like Tim Burton too. Tim Burton has had stuff that's great, but then mostly it's just then he thinks, well, fucking everything Tim Burton touches turns to gold. So then he does Willy Wonka or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which was the drizzling shits. He did Alice in Wonderland, which was
Tim Burton's different.
I mean, still, but like
M. Night Shyamalan, you could argue that M. Night Shyamalan only has one good movie. Like you could if you're a stuffy enough.
Would you say, is that The Sixth Sense?
Yeah, and honestly, there's people who'd be like The Sixth Sense. There's people who would prefer that Unbreakable was more of his
which I would
his best film. But like, if you're really gonna think about it, like it was Signs, Signs, Unbreakable, what's the Sixth Sense, and then like without any context of knowing going in. The Village is pretty polarizing, but there's a case to be made that movie's pretty brilliant.
Yeah,
but like
I would make that point.
But like everything after that was dog shit until The Visit. He got made like this indie comeback where it was like, oh wow, out of nowhere, you know, because everyone had already wrote him off, and then he's proven it now where it's like hit or miss. You know, Glass was good, but
Split
was good. Glass wasn't that good.
I would say I don't think Split was that good.
I thought Split was a good movie, but the fact that it was a secret sequel is what made it really exciting.
Yes, because I loved Unbreakable.
The movie was good in the movie was good throughout, and it was like, okay, that was interesting. I wonder what this is all about. And then it's about to end, and you're like, okay, so what's the twist? And then it's like, oh, it's in the Unbreakable world. Oh shit! So then it's all setting up Glass,
right?
And Glass was supposed to be the payoff,
right?
You know, but Old was such a terrible movie.
One of the worst movies I've ever watched in my life.
It's just this idea of like, how do you get things across? Or how do you get that to be made? And that's why I think, because a lot of that looked so phony. Like it looked like it was all like fucking AI, like our deep fakes, you know, like the camera work. It was, and just the acting was so wooden. It was like they weren't even real people. Like you said, someone reviewed it and said it was like they were just reading through the like a bad draft of the script.
Right, they were just drafting through the script to sort of get like a
rehearsal,
like at a table. It was like a table read.
Yeah, it was just not good.
Yeah, and I remember when I first saw a review of it.
There's Charlie. Creepy.
When I first saw a review of it, and somebody was talking about just how just superfluous and long it took to just do these basic things. And the first thing I thought was like, it'd be a oh god. It's a perfect script for a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah.
For a half an hour long Twilight episode. Yep. Instead it's an hour and a half of bullshit. And it's seriously one of the worst movies I've ever watched.
It was terrible.
Right up there with Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
See, this is what I say. The possession has been going on since the moment Charlie was killed.
What are you doing? What do you mean? You were pulling on my hand.
What? No, I wasn't. I just came in. You were screaming. What happened?
I saw Charlie in the corner and then you started trying to pull my hand off.
Oh. But yeah, I agree with you. I don't see Ari Aster going the way of M. Night Shyamalan.
No, I don't either.
Something is happening, and I'm the only one who can stop it. Understand? I'm the only one who can fix this.
The only one who can fix this. All these drawings are being revealed.
That's Peter in those drawings, right?
Yeah, because he's got the mole on his face. His
Yeah.
eyes are X'd out. He's scared. He's gonna burn the book, huh? You can't get rid of it now, dude. You've brought it into your home.
My home.
Oh shit. She's catching on fire.
She's one with the book now. She's part of the hive mind.
God, that'd be awful. Weird. Ooh.
Oh,
the lights
thank
were just
God.
turned on.
It's just like a light switch in a house. You
Yeah.
had a dollhouse sitting in there. Psst, light on.
Someday he'll wash his hair. Is that grandma?
Maybe he's
sitting
just
there?
always showering.
I guess he's a teenager. He could always be jerking it. Look
Right.
at her. She had this creepy ass look on her face.
Oh, now she's just going through in her crazy suit. You should never dress in
shouldn't-
all white.
if you ever see a woman storming through town like that, you should run.
That's right.
I just
Especially when she's upside
Yeah.
down.
Oh, here's the Ari Aster special, the upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he does that big one like that in Midsummer. Remember?
Yeah.
It's like behind the car, then it lifts up over the car and turns upside down, and
You're going somewhere else now.
yeah, it's like
You're going into a different world that's like your own, but not quite.
right.
You're going into the upside down. Stranger Things does it
She's
too.
pounding on Joni's door. Joni's got all these candles.
Joni's flicking her bean.
Yeah, there's that triangle. There's there's Al,
Was that- That was
Alex
yeah,
Wood's
Peter.
head. Yeah, there's a relic there of the Charlie. How creepy. Now the dumb bitch
Now
is
you're
gonna start
making a
putting
real
them together.
connection.
It just shows how slow she is. Oh, there's a camera on her. She was watching. God, it's great stuff.
Yes.
He's in the process of being possessed.
Alex Wolff got a lot of shit for this movie. I felt like it was unnecessary. I didn't feel like his crying was like too bad. I mean, I don't really remember what it's like to hear other boys cry, but I know you don't hear it very
Yeah.
often. He's being expelled. Lucky gets to go home.
Daphne! Paragon! Peter! Get out!
She's not even there. That's creepy.
So creepy. Great camera work. Yep, there you
Yeah,
go.
there it is.
Charles.
Charles, not Charlie.
No, Charles was her brother.
Yeah, that's right. who hung himself.
There's that that symbol, Arabic. So that must be from where Alex Wolff's from.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. It has something to do with Alex Wolff's dad was like transferred that.
King Payman, God of Mischief, possessed the most vulnerable hosts only when
Mischief. That's one way to put it.
Yeah.
Like Ted Bundy.
Is a male.
Mr. Mischievous Ted Bundy.
Covetous the male body. Riches of the Conjurer.
She's not much of a scrapbooker.
No, she's not good with the decoupage.
Right. Yeah. I do love a good scrapbook. I think they're really charming. When like a grandma makes a nice scrapbook, I think it's cute.
Nah, I don't notice any shit like that.
No, it's cute. They always have like these little letters and words they put.
Well, you know, I mean, I noticed that. I'm just saying I don't care about it. Like, there's Joni.
I think it's a cute hobby.
Here's Joni.
It's a cute hobby for old people.
It's like Joni and her mom were lovers.
Yeah. Well, that would make sense because lesbians are like demons.
There you go.
Oh.
Everyone.
Oh, that's an
worships
interesting. I
their
didn't catch that the
family.
first time.
Yeah.
A picture of the family and then a picture of people like doing incantations and shit around the family. Creepy.
It was his destiny.
The classroom scene here, though, proves that Alex Wolff is a good actor.
I'm your density. I mean, destiny.
Your density.
That's George McFly.
That's right. I'm your density.
I mean destiny. Hi, George.
Keep your damn hands off her.
Hey, you. Get your damn hands off her.
The original autistic main character of the show.
Crispin Glover.
Yeah. My name is Crispin.
Flies. So someone stole the mother's body?
Right, yeah, which we don't find out for, like,
no,
he gets a phone call.
Well, she's got flies coming out of her.
Right. Did we already get that? No, we didn't. Where it says that there was, like, her gravesite was...
Yeah, he's just looking at the... Gabriel Berman's looking at the email right now.
Oh, fuck, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy thinking about Marty McFly.
The real MJF.
The real MJF. I love when people can stare humbly into their disability, like MJF and Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Right.
Punishment brings wisdom. Do you see that above the teacher's head? Fantastic. It's like Paymon's powers, like his psychological powers, stretch beyond
the headless body of grandma.
Here it is.
Some Sam Scramp or whatever. On the
Sam Squanch.
Some Sam Squanch on the wall there.
Sam Squanch.
Put your hand down.
Peter, you finally have an answer?
Peter, what's wrong? Peter, are you alright?
Put your hand down.
Oh man, that's
Ugh.
eerie. Even his eyelashes. Look at his eyelashes.
Ugh.
Fucking excellent.
Peter, he's being really weird, dude. Oh! He's on drugs. You're expelled from school for causing a scene.
Peter, get out of here! Stop screaming!
This looks like it could be a fucking miniature set.
Yeah. Well, because it goes through the walls like that,
Yeah.
and then you don't see any doorways.
Right, and that looks like it could be a fake. What is she doing?
The house looks like cubicles.
And there he is, having a scotch.
Mm-hmm. Did you notice him earlier carrying around a glass of water?
Yes, it is.
I don't know if that's
It
means
probably
anything.
wasn't water.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm just saying it looked like at the beginning it was probably water. Now he's just like carrying around glasses of scotch. Or
Now he's driving.
now he's
Well, if you weren't drinking, you fucking lush. You old British
drunk
bitch.
piece of shit.
Aw. I should have just let her have the bird.
It's a nice scene.
Imagine driving up to your home and seeing this crazy,
Oh my god.
fucking-
Oh my god, this is my wife.
right?
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
like,
This is my fucking
look at-
wife. It's a nice scene for Gabriel Byrne there because he seems so distant.
Oh, right? Yeah, yeah.
It's like a nice little thing to show that he's not like a sociopath.
He's because he's trying to live in the moment. He's looking at like, okay, my fucking daughter just had her head ripped off from her body, and now my son is doing. My wife is clearly. I mean, we're gonna divorce.
Right.
Clearly,
his life is done. His life is completely
right.
done.
And
There's no coming
he's
back.
Just trying to get through the day-to-day shit for the sake of his son, and trying to make it everything as normal as possible.
For the son that might not even be his.
Yeah, might not even be his. And now he's got this crazy, babbling, depressed woman.
Please, I just need you to go.
I am done with your magic tricks. I'm done. Divorce. Divorce. I have an apartment picked out already.
Matter of fact, I've been living there part time for 6 months with my new girlfriend, Yvette. She's from France.
Of course. Yes, of course there's a dead body up here, you
Oh
dumb
god.
lying cunt.
Oh, the bugs just start flying out. Oh, horrid.
Annie, what did you do?
What did you do?
What did you do? It's like Shutter Island. Did you watch Shutter Island?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh shit. The book's fantastic. That's one of my favorite instances of reading a book was Shutter Island, because it was before the movie came out, but they were shooting the movie. So they already had the cast. So I was able to imagine Leonardo DiCaprio and Mark Ruffalo in the roles.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to shoot the movie in my head and read it, you know.
That's kind of yeah.
And like
There's more.
Martin Scorsese kind of nailed it.
Why didn't you call the police?
That's a Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who the fuck is that?
Do you remember Joan? My friend, her grandson died. She took me in her apartment.
Did not got you.
Oh, listen, she taught me how to do the seance. I didn't even want to, but she brought her grandson back, and I saw it and felt it just like you did.
There's a dead body up there.
This is my mother's. See this? See her? That's her.
You're fucking sick.
She didn't even mention knowing my mom, and I.
he rarely even looks at anything. He just looks at her like the
'cause she's not-
lunatic that she is.
He's not buying in the supernatural
Yeah.
shit.
The necklace my mom gave me, it's real.
Right. All he's seeing is a lunatic in his.
A lunatic
In
in his
front of his
house
eyes.
and a dead body.
See up there? This was painted above the body, right? In blood.
You dug up the grave. It was you, wasn't it? All those nights you were pretending to go to the movies.
Oh, that's a great another twist.
I won't tell her because she'd be worried.
Not only are they drawing her away, like
I know
Joan, whatever the fuck.
Well, but here's the thing as well. Maybe you at this point you still don't know. Maybe she did dig up the body because wasn't she possessed at some point? Maybe, you know what I'm saying. So like,
Yeah.
in this case, with him saying that, you're thinking maybe is she just crazy?
Yeah, because you can see sometimes how they just snap into the
Yeah.
possession. Or when she's sleepwalking,
Right.
it's like maybe that's her spirit. I mean, who the fuck knows?
Gabriel
She could be out there
Byrne.
digging the body.
Gabriel Byrne is, look at him. Look at him. This is great. I should have died on the boat with Kaiser Soze.
Do you understand? I have to do this, please, please, please.
Uh-oh.
God, this fucking movie's good.
There's the kerosene or the lighter fluid on the ground there.
Pack of Marlboros.
It's always funny because it's like that. There's that door back there, right?
Uh-huh.
But the front door to the house is the one that's right here on the right.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting way to pose the shot because, like, you think about it, a lot of times you see the front door, the house,
Right.
in the background, the direct background.
Okay, I know this.
It's like it really makes it feel like they're in a real house, like the layout. Because obviously, the way they've shot some things, there's walls missing and stuff.
Oh, man, women are so lucky. They can just marry doctors.
Did you ever see the movie Bug with Michael Shannon and Ashley Judd?
No, you told me about it. I know the whole gist of it.
Yeah. This is what like the crying and pleading kind of thing was reminding me of how creepy that movie got.
It's called. It says Blaze on it.
Blaze, yeah. Speaking of which, Uncle's got to re-up. You are
Uncle
the
Brew.
love of my life. It's like she's saying goodbye to him.
Yes. And it's the only time you ever see him be affectionate. Is in that moment. Well, at least she is.
But it's like, maybe, is she setting him up?
No. She
It's
just
just a
doesn't know what to do.
sacrifice.
She thinks this is the right thing
No,
to do.
no, she knows. Remember?
No,
She
you're
knows.
right. Oh, you're right.
She knows that who has the book and tries to throw will ignite.
Oh, my God.
That's why she's like, goodbye.
Or she... Oh, God.
I never caught that before.
No, but that's... No, that doesn't... No, that's not true. That's not true.
Yes.
Because watch what happens next. You remember?
He throws that in the...
No.
Hold on.
No, he does not.
Oh.
Gosh, it's a great fucking movie.
So the spirit
So
thing went
good.
through her.
Yeah,
There.
so...
At the end, you saw the wand.
Yeah,
and
oh,
she,
yeah.
like, snapped.
Which you saw that with...
So why did he ignite then if he didn't throw the book?
Right, it doesn't matter. Whoever throws the book in there doesn't matter.
Yeah, because she put the book in. Caught when it
But
was
she caught on fire.
Right.
And then she threw the book in again, and he caught fire. So
Right.
it doesn't matter who throws the book in. Somebody's going to catch fire.
yeah.
Why is it?
I wonder why that was him though.
Because that's what needed to happen. You know, I tried looking online about... I know, going back to this... Oh, there's Annie up there in the corner.
Yeah, she's in the corner.
But I looked online about Alex Wolff, and, like, does anybody else... Like, I was trying to find if anybody else was talking about the fact that he's Mediterranean, Middle Eastern, or whatever, and that his parents are white as ghosts that look like Northern Europeans. Why does he look like this? Nobody has it. Nobody even was talking about it. I feel like this is very important that we're talking about this. Not
Wait.
that race is that important. However,
Yeah, no one's talked about how he doesn't look at all like them.
right.
It's a thing that stuck with me the whole movie. I felt it was just a weird casting choice.
Oh god, look at her. Oh god, she just floats away. That's so creepy.
People laughed in the theater when that happened when I was watching this.
Really?
They actually laughed. Yeah.
Young people. When they're nervous, they laugh. Some people, when they're afraid, they laugh. Or when they're spooked. As I've gotten older, I've been less afraid to admit fear or, like, cry. Since I do both of those things a lot. Especially the latter.
All right, we have to look this up. Why does Steve erupt into flames?
Oh yeah, let's see what Reddit has to say.
Huh? Yeah?
Yeah, there's no explanation.
Hello?
I'm looking, yeah. Yeah. I can give you what Reddit says if you'd like.
Well, the thing I'm thinking is,
This is what one of the top answers said. Is that Payman, I would assume. I think it only served to prove beyond a doubt that Annie wasn't going crazy and something truly supernatural was occurring. That's what I got from it anyways. It was the moment that it set in how truly powerless the family is, family in the face of whatever entity was toying with them. I also think it was to totally shatter Annie's sanity and make her vulnerable for possession.
okay.
If there's more to it than that I'm missing it.
So the initial time when she throws the journal in, and she catches fire, she
Right.
sort of maybe is like, holy shit, there's something crazy happening here. And then seeing her husband erupt in flames is what caused her to
here
be
we
so
go.
vulnerable and weak.
Here we go, right here. It's like someone commented and said, but when she does finally throw the book in the fire later, she's not set on fire, but her hubby is instead. It's truly
Her
unsatisfying and feels random. The person commented that's the point, though. Payman tricked Annie into thinking it'd be her that burst into flames. Payman can only inhabit people who are deeply emotionally distressed.
And he's the god of mischief.
Watching her husband burn alive is what he needed to possess her, which you literally see happen. There we go.
And he's the god of mischief.
Yeah, so he was a trickster.
He's a trickster. That's... Why not? I mean,
There we go. There we
Why
go.
not?
Plot hole filled.
There we go.
And so she's possessed by him, by the...
And the pothole of why he wasn't investigated was that he was, and then we never saw it. It was just
No.
skipped over. As in, like, he was
Yeah,
jerking
actually,
off
here,
in the
that's
shower.
a good one. Why was... Let's see if there's any...
Because we don't know how much time passed.
Yeah, we do. It wasn't that long.
How do we know? Oh, look at her. There
Why-
she is up there lurking.
Yep. Back to the Reddit.
Oh, here we go. Here's the naked dude. Or bitch, or whoever's first.
naked guy.
Oh, Grody. Was he the guy in the Adam Sandler movies?
No, he was the guy that was in the funeral.
No, but I mean, do you remember there was a guy in like Big Daddy? And so I think
No.
he's one of the...
No, it's not him.
Okay.
Payman's gone.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Go into the basement. Perfect. Oh, God, that's creepy. That's so creepy. Oh, man. You think she's banging on the door with her fist. She's doing it with her fucking head. Great shit. What a goddamn great fucking movie.
There's really no it's just a bunch of guys arguing about the why he wasn't. It was like there's clearly a group going like, why wasn't there an arrest or an investigation? There's another group going, it didn't matter because he was innocent. It was an accident, so whatever. So you can assume that there was an investigation, but the movie didn't need to depict it because that's not what it was about.
That's what I say.
That's where we're split here. We're the embodiment of the Reddit room.
We don't know, yeah, but we don't know how much time passed. Where are they right now? What state are they in?
I thought it was like
marijuana legal?
No, it was like Utah or somewhere, Arizona. And I saw the license plate in the craft store. I remember it looked like it was like a southern. Look, there's his face there with his eyes out, like the drawing in the book.
Yep. With the X's.
Yep.
On his eyes. God, this is good shit. I love this fucking movie. This is very good.
Oh shit.
God. Oh God.
Oh, here it is.
Dancing in the moonlight.
So Payman is doing this to her, like forcing her to do it, so then he can leave her body to get to him. Jesus Christ.
The blood splattering.
Oh
my
jeez.
God.
You hear the head drop.
Oh.
And you're going to see the fucking spirit start flying, huh?
The cadavers. They
There's
just
the
start
big-
floating.
There it is. Look, the fucking shadow.
Oh. Great shit.
And there's the fucking orb. It goes right into him. And now Alex Wolff.
That's Paimon right there.
Yep, is the king. Man.
It's a lot of work to go through for just one trickster god. It's not like he's Zeus. It's not like he's the god of gods.
Well, there's a headless body go up there. No, but he's one of the king. He's one of the kings of hell. He's a very important god to them. Because he's not a god. He's like a devil. You know, he's an evil. It's not
Right. He's like a demon king.
Yeah. So was
The dog.
oh
Dead as a doornail.
he's doing the thing, but like, so is that, are we to believe that it was Charlie? Look at all these fucking people.
But it was
He listened to the music. very Midsummer-esque right here.
It's perfect.
It's not scary music. It's like this.
It's
unsettling
uplifting.
music. But it's because it's uplifting. It's unsettling.
Right, exactly. If it's uplifting in the wrong setting, it's unsettling.
So
It's
unsettling.
like there's a Pink Floyd song that's like that. Like it's got the super. It's very. I don't remember the name of it, but it's very upbeat. The memories of a man in his old age, all the deeds of a man in his prime. Yeah, you shuffle in the gloom in a sick room and talk to yourself as you die. Life is a short, warm moment, and death is a long, cold rest. You get your chance to try in the twinkling of an eye. 80 years with luck or even less.
Look at all these people. Naked. Bound.
They were all at that funeral home.
Yep.
He's ascending into hell. It's a very weird concept. There's Charlie's head.
Charlie's head.
I love that they do like a blistered eye thing for him here. It's a great touch.
There's Mom. There's Dad.
All
no,
charred.
Grandma. That's Grandma. Great fucking score.
Couldn't they get anyone with a decent dick in this nude scene? There's Joni. Queen Lee. Where's it lay?
Oh, this is great. There's Joni removing the crown.
Yeah, Dad would have nothing to do with this. Dad isn't part of the hereditary line. Is that Grandma?
Yeah, and that's Mom.
That's Mom with all the blood.
It's all right. Charlie. I'm all right now. You are Paimon, one of the 8 kings of hell. We have looked to the northwest and called you in. We've corrected your first female body and give you now this healthy male host. We reject the Trinity and pray devoutly to you, great Pain. Give us your knowledge of all secret things. Bring us honor, wealth, and good familiars. Bind all men to our will, as we have bound ourselves for now and ever to yours. Hail, Paimon! Hail, Paimon! Hail, Paimon! Hail!
Miniature.
Fabulous shot.
Fantastic. Wow. And then
I
just like we would do a weird upbeat song at the end of a movie.
Right.
So
The creepiest thing you can do.
So Paimon was in Charlie. Charlie was Payman.
Right, but it was.
But
he's
could-
not made
but
for to be in
Made
a
to
female
be-
body.
Yeah, so it needed to be a. It
Yes.
needed to be a
It has to be a male body.
Yeah. Wow.
Is it a pro-masculine message or is it an anti-trans message?
I don't think that's the message at all.
No.
Gabriel Byrne and Tony Collette are both executive producers. Man, that was fun.
That was really.
That
good.
was really good.
That was fun.
I think this is a good idea. I think this worked.
I was thinking first it might be hard to try to have content throughout the entire thing, but turns out it was not that hard at all.
Not that hard at all.
It was actually pretty goddamn easy.
Yeah. So unless something happened in the recording of this that we don't know technical, like it just like glitched out.
Since Tim isn't here to keep
we have
charge.
we have no idea. So we'll have to go check it out at the computer that's in the corner. So Burger, any last things about the movie? What would you give it cheeseburger wise?
It's 5 cheeseburgers.
At the end of each movie, we're gonna give your scores.
Okay, so it's 5 cheeseburgers.
5 cheeseburgers.
Because
There it is.
for I wanted to kind of hash it out too, to where everything gets its due.
Okay.
So the acting is fucking fantastic. Toni Collette automatically adds 2 stars to anything that she's in, or 3. I think Alex Wolff did a great job. Like, he gets a lot of shit for the crying and shit, but I don't think he's bad at all. I think it was fine. I love the twist that, because when I first watched this, like I said, knowing nothing going into it, it was obviously gonna be a weird kid movie.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be like the creepy kid.
Yep,
The
being
creepy
creepy,
kid, yeah.
lurking, and being gross, and what the
And-
fuck ever.
Right.
And it turns out that the kid gets off a third of the way through it.
Pretty quick and yeah.
The score is fabulous.
Yeah. You know, and it's like when you go through and you watch it, it is a movie that pays off watching multiple times.
Yes, that's another thing too. Rewatchability.
Yeah,
that's
you
another
can-
thing
you
that
can
gets
watch it again and
cheeseburgers.
again.
It's like a good wrestling match.
Yeah.
like a great pro wrestling match. You watch multiple times.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, definitely.
the score
Yeah.
is excellent.
The directing, the camera work,
The camera work, the cinematography,
Yeah.
the acting,
the sets, the
story, the fact that they tell 80% of the story pretty early on,
Yeah.
and you don't quite know because you don't know what to look for.
Yeah, and honestly, that ending scene alone with the score and like the visual, that's beautiful. And that's not even, we haven't even mentioned the dinner table scene. That alone,
That alone adds
That alone.
an additional 2 stars just on itself.
yeah,
2
so-
cheeseburgers.
So,
So-
and on an episode a while back for the Brute and the Fruit, we had talked about having a movie Hall of Fame, and I forgot what we even put in that, but this is definitely in it.
Yeah, I remember us talking
Definitely.
about certain movies.
But I think
and
Glenn
this is
Glenn
definitely-
Ross got nominated. I think
It got nominated, but I have to watch it again because I've only seen it one time.
that's probably coming soon for an audio companion audio commentary.
That's right. So there'll be certain movies I think that we could watch that are bad movies, but we watch them for the sake of tearing them into shreds.
It was in Utah, a Utah Film
Okay.
Commission. At least where they filmed it, and that's where the shit
Perfect.
was.
Is
So,
medical marijuana legal in Utah?
I don't think
it is.
so. No, it's a Mormon state.
That
Well,
makes
we're
sense.
almost.
You're right.
So we're almost at the end of the credits. So we probably should end. Right now, right? Or pretty soon.
Yes.
I was just gonna let it ride till it's over with. So.
Perfect.
Anyways, that's it for us. Check out another show. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed Hereditary, the 5 cheeseburger film in the Brute and the Fruit Hall of Fame.
Dude, what score do you give it?
I give a 5. It's a 5. It's
Oh,
a
perfect.
5. Yeah,
All
it's
right.
a 5. Even with after watching it this time through, I give it a pass on the things I was complaining about, except Alex Wolff.
Right.